What is up, everybody? John TheMorgile here, gonna do a rant. I don't usually do rants, really. This title, working title, YouTube has gone fucking retarded. Excuse my French. There's gonna be some language in this one, so just be warned. Because this is a pretty touchy subject for me. As a many-year YouTube consumer, and a couple-year YouTube content creator. But there's several things, and a lot of people are talking about it, and I think that this goes above and beyond what most people are aware of. But YouTube is really gone retarded. And let me just run through the items I'm going to cover real quick, and then I'll go more in depth into each one. And this will be a quick video, but this is really, really important, and I hope you guys take this to heart, content creators, YouTube viewers, because this affects all of us. So, real quick, I'm being unsubbed from channels that I've been subscribed to for a long time. My subscribers are being unsubbed from my channel, and again, we all know about the bell thing, and we'll touch on that in a minute. Also, I'm finding that I'm being subscribed to channels that I've never heard of, channels that have 0 videos on them, right? And the names of the channels imply, sort of neo-Nazi, fascist, racist, almost like, domestic terrorist sort of genres. Yet these channels have no content on them, and I never would have subscribed to them, never even heard of them, and yet I'm subscribed to them. So I'm having to unsubscribe from channels that I've never subscribed to, right? Deleting my view counts. Deleting my view counts. Total rip-offs, total hacks going viral. Trolls with multiple accounts, thumbings down videos. And YouTube is obscuring relevant, high-quality videos from search results. Okay, so we'll go in these a little more in depth. Unsubbing me from channels that I've been subscribed to for a long time, some of them. I'll give you some examples. The Truther Girls was one of them I realized the other day. Chippy the Chipmunk, My Perspective, several others. I can't even think of them, right? Because that's the whole point of subscribing to a channel, is so that you don't have to memorize 750 or 1,000 channels, right? I mean, I thought that's why YouTube put this whole subscription thing in place, so that when you find a content creator that you like their work, you subscribe to them, and so you don't have to keep an Excel spreadsheet of all your favorite YouTube channels, right? There's millions and millions of YouTube channels, and there's no way that a person can memorize all of these, hundreds and hundreds of channels that we're subscribed to. And I don't think that in this day and age, I don't think that we should have to, memorize or keep an Excel spreadsheet of our channels that we're subscribed to, right? So yes, this is involved with the little bell thing. It's a new little bell. It's next to the subscribe button. So if you want to remain subscribed, and if you want to get feeds from your your content creators that you like, then you have to click that little bell and say that yes, I want to have notifications and I want to remain subscribed to this channel. Otherwise, you'll be unsubscribed, right? And so what happens is I really don't even know how many channels I've been unsubscribed to, because how in the fuck am I supposed to remember all of the channels that I've been subscribed to over the years as a YouTube consumer? That's impossible, and it defeats the whole purpose of being subscribed to a channel. Now, that's from the consumer aspect, and I'm a YouTube consumer. I mean, YouTube is probably my favorite website. I mean, if I'm online, kicking back, relaxing, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be on YouTube, right? If I'm researching things, of course, I'll go to different sources, but YouTube's my favorite website, for many years. So I don't think that we should be expected, once we've subscribed to a channel, now that they've changed this thing, to try to memorize all of the hundreds of channels that we've been subscribed to over the years. Now, in terms of a content creator, my subscribers are being unsubscribed from my channel. And, this really pisses me off because, you know, content creators understand we work very hard to put out content that people can appreciate and enjoy, learn from, you know, maybe scratch your head a little bit, question things. And so when subscribers are being unsubscribed from our channels by the droves, I mean literally by the droves, hundreds and hundreds of people being unsubscribed every month that did not unsubscribe to my channel, and I found out about this because I was getting complaints. Yeah, now you have to go through extra steps and click little bells and check boxes and all this stuff in order to remain subscribed to the channels that you want. I mean, that is so ridiculous. I mean, it is preposterous. I don't see why YouTube would do this, and yet here we are. Subscribing me to channels with, which I've never heard of, channels that have zero content on them and have, you know, like I said, sort of neo-Nazi, fascist, racist, all, you know, domestic terrorist insinuated in the name of the channel, right? And I guarantee you guys, if you look through your subscriptions, you'll run into some channels you're like, wait a minute, who's that guy? So you click on the channel, there's no content on there, you've never heard of them, and yet you're subscribed to them. So we have to unsubscribe from channels that we never subscribed to, right? And we have to resubscribe to channels that we like. Now, how in the hell is anybody supposed to remember all of the 750 or 1,000 channels that you've been subscribed to? I mean, I thought that was the whole purpose, you know, of the subscription, so that you don't have to keep an Excel spreadsheet of all the channels that you like. I mean, in this day and age, there's no reason that we should have to do that. And yet, this is what YouTube's doing. They're unsubscribing us from channels that we like, and I guarantee you, I've had to unsubscribe from 5 or 6 in the last week. I've had to physically unsubscribe from channels that have no content on them, that I've never heard of, and never would subscribe to, just based on the name of the channel. I mean, some of these things are despicable, like awful channel names. But just ask yourself, and I hope you guys go through this and look through your list of subscriptions. Did you subscribe to this channel with no content that's like, you know, anti-Semitic, you know, neo-Nazi, neo-fascist, racist? I mean, what are they trying to do? Are they trying to box us in as domestic terrorists, right? So yeah, I'm literally having to unsubscribe from channels that I've never heard of, and I'm having to resubscribe and jump through hoops and bells and everything in order to remain subscribed to channels that I actually like. Deleting view counts. This came as a huge shock to me, and the only reason I noticed it is because I had I made a private video that was specifically for one of my patrons from last year. I mean, you know, I made a thank you video to somebody that supported my channel, and when I uploaded it, I viewed it to make sure that it was uploaded properly, and then the person that I made the video for watched it twice, so it had 3 views. Now the point is, now when I look at that same video in my video list, it has 0 views. So what does that tell me? YouTube is deleting or rolling back views. Somebody can't unwatch a video, right? So if I noticed it on this one video, then it must be going on across my other videos, and it actually makes sense, because I keep track of, you know, my total views. Right now my channel's got about 2.1 million total views for the lifetime of the channel, which is not much, it really isn't. But, you know, I've always been, I like a fair game, and if I score points, you know, I just like to have credit where credit's due. This isn't even about money, it's about, you know, achievement. If you achieve something that you've worked hard for and people enjoy it and people watch your videos, it's like, you know, it would be like, you know, football or basketball, or say football, your team is winning 26-19 or something, and then after halftime your team is down 19-19. And that's not how it should work. I mean, how can, and I guarantee this happened, that maybe I'll put a screen cap in here but literally YouTube is taking away views from at least my videos, and if they're doing it to me, they're doing it to other people too. Okay, and this is all after this new algorithm change, I believe. But how fucking ridiculous is that? I mean, and so far right here, this is just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, there's probably other things that I haven't even thought of, and it's just happenstance that I realize some of this stuff. And it's not just me, it's not just certain genres of videos. You've got, you know, the biggest YouTube channel, PewDiePie, with over 50 million subscribers, complaining about similar things, right? And PewDiePie is sort of what YouTube wants to have out there, you know, bubblegum sort of video game, you know, dick and fart jokes, just sort of lame after-school special sort of things, and people love it. That's fine. I'm not dissing PewDiePie. You know, I watched a couple of his videos. I'm not a fan, but you know, he's got a good sense of humor, and I could see why, you know, 12-year-old girls would want to watch him and subscribe. So, but even this guy is complaining about the same thing. So it's not just me. But deleting view counts, that really, you know, that hits a nerve with me. You know, I've played sports growing up. If you score points, the points stay on the board. I've also been, you know, sort of an avid gamer, especially with online multiplayer games like Battlefield, for example. And I really like Battlefield because every single shot that you took, you know, all of your accuracy ratios for the lifetime that you play that game online as that character or as that avatar, everything's tallied up. And, you know, they've got leaderboards, and you can sort of see where you stand. And it's not about ego, it's about achievements, it's about milestones, and it's about credit where credit's due. And if YouTube is literally, and I promise you, I wouldn't lie, taking away view counts on one single private video, then they must be doing it all over the place. Then you've got total hacks, total rip-offs going viral on content that they didn't create, and the original content creator with, you know, thousands of subscribers isn't hardly getting any views on the same video that they created. So, like, for example, if I put out a video, and I don't have that many subscribers, I've got 16,000 subscribers. If I put out a video and it gets 4,000 hits in 6 months, which that does happen sometimes, and then I'll be scrolling through YouTube looking for stuff to watch, and I'll click on a video that seems interesting, and it's my video on someone else's channel. They don't even bother to put a link to my original video in the description, with 500,000 views, and, you know, ads, you know, all peppered throughout the whole thing, right? Just kicking the shit out of me on my own content. Now, I'm not the type of person to go after people for copyright infringement, but, you know, you've got this whole YouTube heroes thing, right? And they're supposed to be policing YouTube to make it a better place, you know, fair, and what they're doing appears to be censoring people and flagging people and punishing content creators for expressing their First Amendment right to free speech, and awarding hacks, awarding people that are just downloading, you know, whether it's mine or somebody else's video like ODD or Jeranism and lots of others, videos that we put out a year ago that are being re-uploaded to some channel with 100 subscribers, going viral. This doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, what the hell's going on here? If you're going to have YouTube heroes, shouldn't you have them, and if their goal is to make YouTube a better, safer, more fair place, but all they're doing is censoring content creators and allowing things like, for example, trolls with multiple accounts, thumbings down videos multiple times from one person. And I'll give you an example. I'll even name names. Tim Osmond, who's a big-time freaking asshole. I'm sorry, but that's what he is. Who admittedly has over 500 different YouTube accounts, going in and thumbings down, one person thumbings down a video 500 times. And what this does is dampens or prevents videos from getting the exposure that they should, because of biased assholes with nothing better to do than to try to sabotage people's videos, right? They're not going to go after that sort of thing. They're going to go after content creators and censor them. That's the YouTube heroes thing. And this just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And finally, what I mentioned was obscuring relative high-quality videos from search results. And I'm not just talking about my channel, although this does happen, but other really good channels that have good quality content, and you can't find their stuff. Now, as a whole, YouTube was awesome for years, and over the last couple of months, we've seen a major change where they've just gone retarded. I mean, that's the only way that I can put it. Now, either somebody higher up in YouTube is just ruining the platform, or this is a corporate executive decision to squeeze out original content creators and sort of shove down your throat puppies and kittens and people peeing on each other and pooping on each other, and like I said, the hacks, the copycats that will, instead of mirroring, and by the way, for all you guys out there that want to share work that you like, instead of stealing original content, re-uploading it so that you can make money off of doing nothing, what you can do is mirror that video so that the content creator and their original work gets more exposure. But what's just so astounding to me, and I'll mention this again, I'll see videos, one good example I just see all the time is one specific ODD TV video that I saw a year ago. It was good a year ago on ODD's channel, and now there's like 50 different channels with 100 subscribers just kicking the shit out of ODD with his own content. I mean, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I really don't understand what YouTube's doing, and this is the problem with having monopolies. There's actually laws against having monopolies, and the reason being, YouTube is really, there's no other site like it where individual, independent content creators can get their message out to millions of people potentially. But when you have this sort of rigged game, unfair playing field that is allowing hacks and copycats to kick the shit out of the original content creators, what it's doing is it's going to ruin YouTube. People like myself, when I started making YouTube videos, I had a home-based business that I'd had for years, and I didn't monetize any of my videos. But within a month after I did the Art Bell Show debate with Dr. Josh Grinley, Harvard astrophysicist, within a month after that, I lost all 4 of my home-based clients within a week of one another. Within 1 week, within a month after that, all within a week. And some of these clients I'd had for years. And so I said, well, I'll keep trying to get new clients, but in the meantime, I'm going to start monetizing my YouTube videos. We have every right to do that. Now, I'm not the type of channel that's going to hammer you with 50 advertisements in a 30-minute video like some channels do. But we do have a right to monetize our content. And for you content creators out there, you know that it can take hundreds of hours to make, for example, a 7.5-hour documentary series. Hundreds of hours, and we don't get paid for this. We're doing this to get the information out. But it is sort of nice, when people like your work and people appreciate what you're doing and people are learning from it. It is nice to get paid for what you do. Now, I know that a lot of YouTube consumers out there, live with their parents, younger audiences, so you don't really understand. But in reality, you have to have money to survive. You have to have money to pay your bills. You have to have money to keep your internet going, the lights, everything. You have to have money, unfortunate as it is. And so what's going to happen is you're gonna see content creators having to go and do something else other than make videos. because and I'll just give you an example of how this is really just gone ass backwards for me in the last year. And we're in December of 2016 now. In December of 2015, I had less than half the subscribers that I have now, and for that month I earned triple the amount of money on AdSense revenue and whatnot than I have this year, when I've got double the subscribers and tons of videos on my channel, way more videos, way more subscribers. I'm making less money this year than I did last year. Even though my view counts are going up, my subscribers are going up and down, without their consent. But it doesn't make any sense. You would expect that with more subscribers, more views, more videos, the quality of the content getting better, as independent content creators tend to progress and get better with their style, and turnaround is a little bit faster. You would expect to see growth, and what I've seen in the last year is just totally unpredictable. You can't make ends meet on YouTube. A lot of people do, but if you're in specific genres, it's almost as if YouTube is squeezing us out. And so, eventually, if YouTube keeps this up, if you want to watch puppies and kittens and people pooping on each other, and people playing video games and calling each other all kinds of awful names, then that's what YouTube's going to become. But I've learned a lot watching YouTube videos, and I wouldn't call that research, but when you put together a compelling argument in video format, it is a very excellent way to reach a lot of people with your point of view. And I just think it's really frightening and sad that YouTube is going down the road that they're going down. What's so funny to me, and I know I touched on this, but I just really want to make this point, is that if I'm going to subscribe to a channel, it's because I like their work, and I don't want to have to memorize 750 to 1,000 channels. That's the whole point of subscription. Now, if YouTube is going to unsubscribe me from content creators that I have, willingly, voluntarily subscribed to, they're going to unsubscribe me because I didn't click the little bell, right? And they're going to subscribe me to channels that I've never heard of with zero content. And I guarantee y'all, if you look down through, check it, go down through your list of subscriptions and just look at each one of them carefully. And I bet you're going to find, because I had to get rid of 5, and that's just in the last week, you'll find channels that you've never heard of with zero content on them that you're subscribed to. So, what are we supposed to do? Keep track on our own? I mean, I thought YouTube was a platform, an all-inclusive, sort of self-sustaining, whatever, platform that allows us to pick and choose the content that we want to watch. And it's almost as if they're just shoving, Pizzagate and Donald Trump down our throats. If it's not Pizzagate and Donald Trump, then it's puppies and kittens and people pooping on each other, and, just ridiculous, outlandish, bubblegum, pop culture jargon that I'm not interested in. Lots of people are, I understand, and I like to watch the occasional cute puppy and kitten video, of course, but I'm not gonna subscribe to that sort of thing. I subscribe to channels that I like because I like their message, I like their delivery, and I don't want to have to be responsible for keeping track of that on my own. And I think it's ridiculous that we should have to click a bell to a channel that we're already subscribed to in order to keep the content coming. So, and it's so funny, I literally just did this same recording and I had my microphone muted. Alright, I hope it's not. Yeah, so I had my microphone muted and I did a much better job the first time. But the second time around, I'm just sort of lost its luster. But YouTube has gone fucking retarded. Okay, and I hope they fix this. But ultimately, if something doesn't change, what you're going to see is the content creators that are really pushing forth provocative, engaging, content that's helpful to people, especially in the truth movement, you're going to see them going away. Because again, there's only so much time in a day. And this time last year, I literally was very optimistic about YouTube becoming something that I could do full time and make ends meet. But in this last year, even though my subscriber base has gone up, I'm constantly adding new videos that are, being watched. The quality of my content, I believe, is getting better as I gain experience, and more views. Getting more views per month. Everything's going up, but somehow I'm earning way less money than I ever did. So, and again, this isn't about the money, but money makes the world go round, even though the world doesn't go around. It's an adage. This is what's going to happen. That YouTube is squeezing out real information, and whether it's real information or not, if you like it and you decide you want to subscribe to a channel, I don't think that we should necessarily have to keep track of that. I don't think that I should have to keep track, on an Excel spreadsheet, my view counts and how they're going down. I mean, maybe I will, but something's wrong here. Something's going on. YouTube denies it, but it's obvious to any content creator that's paying attention. And if I didn't mention, these videos that are going viral, that are total ripoffs from shit we saw a year and a half ago. I mean, just is ridiculous. Honestly, I'm flattered that people, personally, I'm flattered that people would want to, download and re-upload my videos. That's great, but how is it possible that a video that I put out, or say Jaren or whoever put out a year ago, gets 4,000 hits, and then some hack, some copycat, downloads and re-uploads it on their channel with 100 subscribers and gets 500,000 views, and they put 50 ads across it and don't even bother to put a link to my original video in the description, right? So this isn't just me bitching as a content creator. This isn't just me bitching as a YouTube consumer. This is me really bitching about unfair. It's not fair. When you score points, your points should stay. When you get views, your views should stay. When people subscribe to your channel, they shouldn't have to jump through hoops and ring bells in order to remain subscribed to your channel. So hopefully YouTube will fix this. If not, what is the alternative? They have a monopoly on this. There's no other platform out there that you can, as an independent content creator, reach millions of people. And so, either somebody's going to have to come up with an alternative to YouTube, and maybe it could be open source, so that it's not run by, conglomerate corporations. ABC, Alphabet, Google, YouTube, is a monopoly on this specific sort of genre of website, and it's been great for so many years, and I just see them self-destructing in order to put the cap on truth, to squeeze out truthers, and to ensure that the younger generations of YouTube watchers just become dumber and dumber, right? Because it's not possible for someone like myself to make videos that is very time consuming and make ends meet when the more subscribers I get, the more videos that are compiled up on my channel, the more views I get, the less money I make. So that's not feasible, and that's really not how it should work. And again, I'm not in this for the money, but that's the reality of it. I can either make videos and die and starve, or I can not make videos and go do something else. And I think that's really the crux of it. I think that's what YouTube wants to do. They want to get the real truther channels out and just make sure that you guys are inundated with Pizzagate, puppies and kittens, people pooping on each other, and just all sorts of just awful, ridiculous content. I mean, there really is some awful stuff out there, and rewarding the hacks. You know, putting the hacks, these people that are just copycats, on the top of the search results, and you know, making us keep track of the 1,000 channels that we're subscribed to. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So with all that being said, you guys, I want to wish all y'all happy holidays. If you do want to support this channel, it is needed. YouTube is not paying the bills. A lot of people, you know, tell me, let me see how much money you make, Morgile, on your videos, right? Trust me, you would not be impressed. You wouldn't. You really wouldn't. I would tell you, I would have no problem telling you. Unfortunately, if I were to tell you how much money I'm making on my videos, I can lose my AdSense privileges and not be able to monetize them. But let me just tell you that as of now, when my channel is at its peak that it's ever been, because it's always growing, I'm making, not only am I making less money now off of YouTube than I was last year with half the subscribers and a quarter of the video content on my channel, but I would say, and this maybe it'll put it into context, per month on YouTube, I'm making less than half of what I would make in a week when I ran my own business. So just to put that another way, I was making 8 times more money working from home doing professional services through Elance and Odesk and now Upwork, 8 times as much per month than I do on YouTube. So again, I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because I enjoy it, and it's really important to me to get my message out and to get the truth out and share it with people. But it's just not feasible. So, with all that being said, if you would like to support this channel, it is desperately needed. You can do so via Fanfunding on YouTube. However, Google Alphabet YouTube takes 10% of your contributions through Fanfunding, and they hold that money for a month or 2 months, depending on when it's sent in. So, like, if I were to donate $5 to your Fanfunding account on your YouTube channel on January the 1st, you wouldn't get that money until February the 22nd. Now, on the other hand, you can support this channel direct through PayPal to jonelance@gmail. And that is instant, and PayPal doesn't even take any percentage of it. So anyway, if you guys out there, if you appreciate my work and you want to see me continue making videos, and I will do my best to do that regardless of what happens. Again, I'm one person. There's only so many hours in a day, and I ultimately have to make choices as to what's going to be best for my family. And so it's looking like more and more, the more subscribers I get, the more videos I get, the more views I get, the more I advertise, and I'm not a bitch with it. If I've got a 2-hour video, I might put 1 or 2 ads on it, right? So it's not like it's overboard. But if y'all would like to see me continue making videos, then I would appreciate your support. It's not obligatory. My content's free. I would appreciate it if you wouldn't download and re-upload my stuff, monetize the shit out of it. Don't even put a link to my original video in the description. Just mirror it, right? I mean, I just don't understand why people are getting away with, and why the YouTube heroes are allowing people to get away with just total copyright infringement, even though I'm not going to go after people for doing this. I'm not that type of person. But just allowing total copyright infringement to just overwhelm the original content creator. It makes no sense. YouTube is going retarded. I hope they fix it. I hope that y'all out there, and I have had a lot of people over the last couple of years support my channel, although that's dwindled as well. I want to give a special thanks to 2 people that have supported my channel this month. So thank you guys so much. I don't want to name any names. I don't want to embarrass anybody, but this is my passion. I feel a moral imperative to get the specific truths out to you guys, and I love it. I really enjoy it, but unfortunately, enjoyment doesn't pay the bills. Whether you guys enjoy the content that I put out, or I enjoy creating the content, I enjoy interacting with y'all. It's just not feasible to do in a situation where, you know, I'm going to be starving and homeless, right? So anyway, hopefully it won't get that bad. But at the end of the day, if I have to go out and work, then I'm not going to be able to make videos, and that's a shame. It doesn't make any sense because, like I said, last year at this time I was making twice as much money on AdSense than I am now with double the subscribers and triple the content on my channel. So with that being said, God bless you all. Thanks so much for your time. This was a rant, so please excuse the français. And I've got some good stuff in the works for you. So y'all have a good, safe, happy holidays, and peace.